right, Justin, we are live on Facebook. I'm gonna get us live on Instagram as well. And once we get both feeds here, we're gonna get going.
Does that mean that I'm dead until you have us live?
Yes, I think so.
As far
Maybe.
as Instagram is concerned?
Yes.
No live.
We got Evolution Power Sports in the building.
Oh, does that mean we're live on both?
We're live on both right now.
Thanks for the heads up. All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We are live in Glamis sand dunes, and I apologize for the muffled everything with the mask, but we are in the state of California, and California is pretty tight when it comes to other safety items in place. So I apologize if you can't hear me. But today, we're just going to kind of show you around a little bit of our vendor's booth and a little bit of Sand Highway behind you, which has normally got about 1,000 cars on it, but nobody's really here yet. Everyone's kind of rolling in this afternoon as we speak. Let's walk inside, Chase. Hop over that. Hey, remember...
So let's explain to everyone, why do we got these barriers here, Justin?
Well, you can actually point that camera on one. These are not only employee only, but due to COVID, we want to make sure everybody's outside of the workspace. The idea is that the workspace is kind of a clean area. Well, we like our workspace clean, but I'm not sure if we ever cleaned it enough to make sure that nobody got sick. But hey, nobody inside of our shop ever got sick, and I think that's because everybody with us is constantly sick and they're more immune than the general public.
Michael Smiley Duran, I ordered some cool gear from you guys. Can't wait to support and represent. Thanks, man.
Michael, thank you very much, man. Please do. We want to make sure that if you have any interest in what we do, then show it off, man. Grab something, a koozie or a hat, whatever you like, and represent. Appreciate it.
Now, we got quite the crew here, Justin. Talk about how we do, or what we do out here compared to what we do back at the shop.
Okay, so at the shop, I mean, it's typical stuff, right? But at the dunes, there's a whole new level to that because we are doing everything outside. Luckily, if you look down below my feet, we poured our own concrete pad. So we've got a nice flat spot where we can work on cars.
We got fans and everything.
We got fans, man. We just about have everything but AC. But in our concrete area, underneath the pad, in some shade, if it gets windy out here, there's a lot of sandstorms, of course it's a sandy area, we can tie everything up and we can continue to work. Also, we can set ride heights perfectly with a flat surface because, trust me, we have worked in the dunes on the sand and it is very hard to get all the setups perfect on these cars. So the way it works out here, we're working on 4 cars at one time. We do approximately 15 cars per day. So these 4 cars are gonna cycle in and out of here 4 times, or at least these cars get done, they leave, 4 more come in. We're gonna do that 4 times.
Tube Sock Steve in the feed.
Right on, Steve. How's it going, man? Hopefully everything back at the shop is awesome and you're taking care of business. I know you are. Behind you, Chase, we've got a display area. We've got customers coming up. Hi guys, how's it going?
Doing well.
You guys want to be on the feed at all?
Sure.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Steve.
Steve, nice to meet you, man. What are you
Likewise.
here for?
We're just doing it, enjoying the sand and getting our fix.
Right on, man. What's your name?
My name's Tom, and I've dealt with these guys. They're awesome. If you need your car worked on, shock therapy is the shit. Did I swear? Should I be swearing?
It's all
Hey,
good.
I promise that was not a plant. I did not pay him anything. Hey, what's your name?
Russ.
Russ. Awesome. You're just hanging out with your buddies.
California.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for coming by.
He'd actually walk out, he's got shock therapy stickers on his rig.
You put them in,
So just the one.
Hey,
once the
do me,
ride, they don't
hang on. You know what, Chase?
because they're brand new.
They technically signed into the video, which gets them a
Put
shirt.
it on. I don't even
Hey,
need to readjust the
Savino,
Yes, sir.
make sure these gentlemen get a shirt because they signed onto the video.
I got it. You
All
got
right,
it.
you got it.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, guys. So you see a lot of parts that we have on display, so people can come up and talk to us about everything that we offer. They can buy our product right here. We will install the majority of this stuff here on site. That actually brings up one good subject. Why do we go to Glamis to install all of our stuff? The reason is, it's very hard for people to understand the difference between what we do and what they have stock, and the improvement and what the money that they spend gets them, and is it worth it? Well, in Glamis, people can drive their car, bone stock, come over here, get all the work done, and go right back out and drive it again, and they know the difference on the spot. and we get everyone coming back just extremely happy, ecstatic as a matter of fact, the difference in their car. Also, if they're in a group of people and they're the only one with our stuff, they tend to be the smoothest and fastest guy in the group, and we end up getting everybody in the group coming back to get everything done. So for us, it's proof of product and proof of concept instantly, so people know, instead of us having to describe what they're gonna get.
Essentially, you're getting like a hands-on tuning day as you're out here getting it done, guaranteed.
Well, in a lot of ways, Chase, yes, but in some ways, no. But what's going on this car right now, driving it back and forth, the guys have installed a full kit, and after the kit's installed, we're setting and checking ride height. So you can watch Chris check the ride height in the back of this car. Looks like it's a little bit on the low side, but we don't know what these cars need until we actually roll it back and forth, settle the suspension, and then we'll make some adjustments. So for instance, on this car, if the back's a little low, Ernie's in here for ballast. That means that the owner of this car is probably about 130 pounds, right? Yeah, right. So you're setting in. So we're gonna set this kit up, we're gonna roll it back and forth with the proper weight in the car, and then we're gonna set ride heights, and this customer is good to go.
What's the deal with the numbers, Justin?
So the numbers on the cars are the number in line for the day that we are doing. So for instance, Ernie's sitting in number 9, that is number 8, and those two cars, if you look over there, we got a 5 and a 7. I mean, somehow 6 got done quicker than the rest of them because maybe they got a little bit less stuff on it. But we do all the cars in order, so that means we've done 1 through 5.5 so far today, and we're in the middle working on 7 through 10. Next batch is gonna be 10 through 14. If you look outside past our customers that are talking to us, all those cars that are out front, you're gonna see tags on those too. See numbers on those guys? Oh, you need to check it, Chase?
I'm got Wi-Fi, but let's go out there.
All right, let's go out there. So out front is one of the areas that we park all the cars that are ready or in line to be done next. There's Ernie's car. How's it going, man?
How you doing?
Hey, what's your name?
Clayton.
Clayton.
Big fan of you guys.
Well, thanks for stopping by. You just coming by to say hi, or
Just
what?
coming by to say hi and check it out. Check out the scene here.
Right on.
We talked it up a lot, so.
Thanks a lot, Clayton. We really appreciate
Definitely,
it.
definitely.
Hey, Savino.
Yes.
Mr. Clayton gets a shirt.
All right.
All right, done.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Clayton, we like
You guys already got their shirt.
What's that? What's that, Chase?
we like your dust mask.
Yeah.
Thank you much. Thank you much.
Clayton, thank you very much,
Hey,
man.
great to meet you guys.
Appreciate it. So if you take a look at the cars that are laying out front, you'll see car numbers outside. These are the cars that are coming into the shop next and are going to be done today.
Here's
Now,
number 6. They're probably doing 6 and 9 together, Justin. And
Well-
honestly, you wouldn't want to have car number 69 in this
strictly
occasion.
just to make you happy they've done that, I guarantee it.
I think so.
Well, so once these guys out front come in and they get done, then whenever that is, that's when we're done for the day. We don't quit until the cars are done that have been booked. So if you've got a scheduled appointment, oh, there's General Pimpin'.
I'm gonna have to take this out.
If you got a booked appointment with us out here in the dunes, it's gonna get that done that day no matter what. If we get done a little bit quicker, then we're gonna bring in extra cars to get done too. But we do not guarantee that. So if you come by the trailer asking us to do work on your car, we're gonna do our best to get it done, but we're not gonna do it until all of the booked appointments are done first. And then we're gonna get to it.
Justin,
So-
how is the General working out here with the closed cab? And why do you have my windows open, Justin, or Jeanette's windows? I don't want any of Jeanette's interior getting dust in here. What is this?
We were driving around earlier, man. We were duning. So we want to have a little airflow, that's all.
Incredible.
It's working out great though. It's getting a great response because a lot of people don't have full tilt like sport UTVs. They've got utility UTVs, and we do those too.
And with the RIS and all of our dual rate spring kits and everything on there, what is the difference?
Well, honestly, it's night and day. The car is kind of a rough, bucky vehicle to start with, and after we do the work, it'll run through the whoops just like any XP1000, floored, flat, and level. It's kind of impressive to have a utility vehicle that'll run through all the rough stuff as fast as some of the fast cars do too.
Well, before we get off the feed, Justin, we got to show them the operating room.
What do you got for questions when we go in there, Chase?
Let's see here. Let me put my jetpack down.
You guys throw out any questions, we'll get to them before we cut
Great
you off.
work. See you guys in a couple hours from DJ.
Right on.
Little Roberts 2.0. You guys going for Thanksgiving?
Yes, we're always going to be here for Thanksgiving. The weekends that we hit are always going to be, let's see, Halloween, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and Presidents. So in the back of the semi, you guys see the heart of the operation. We got Mitch, and we got Kyle in the back, and they're knocking out some valving and internal mods on the shocks. You can see, Chase, if you go to the right just a little bit, these are just 2 of our valving boxes that we have in the semi. And if you guys know anything about valving, then you know that is a substantial stack right there. But we need to have every single thing we can to be able to valve anything that shows up and anything that we book. You never know what can show up, so we want to make sure we got it all.
And hey, let's see if I've been paying attention. Mitch, let's see. Walker, Fox.
Wow, good job, Chase.
Wow,
2
Chase.
points. 1 for the good guy.
Chase, you're doing better. Right on.
And Stylin' Byron.
We got Byron over here knocking out stickers and crossover rings. He's doing a little preparation work on the shocks so that the guys in the back can knock out the internals and don't have to worry about the externals. We got Ernie running around putting out fires. So whatever's the most important thing at that moment, Ernie's on. That's for sure.
Since we got you and Ernie in the building, let's get some questions knocked out. Clint
All right.
Laurel, did you guys get your hands on the Speed UTV yet? I know we saw Robbie last week.
So the answer is no, because there's only one in existence that's being driven. But the answer is also yes, because we were involved a little bit when it came to spring and tuning on that car, and we're going to be involved a lot more coming up soon. Robbie's still testing the car.
Am I taking a sticker?
Landon Smith,
No, you're not.
my car's number 11, in for shock therapy adjustment. How's it coming along?
Hey Landon, your car was just out front. If you look back on the video, we just showed it. Looks like it's going to be pulled in. 2 more cars from now it'll be in.
Alrighty, and then we got, well, Justin's the man. I got a few fires here. My rig used to bottom out, and then I got your suspension, and I hit some stuff I used to bottom out with wide open. Wow, thank you guys.
Badass, man. So we took care of your bottoming. Hopefully it was even more plush and you like it as well.
Got Landon back in here. Can-Ams everywhere. Justin's like Oprah. I like
You get a
that.
Can-Am, man. You get a Can. No, I wish. That would be freaking sick.
With the shirts. How's the General doing the dunes? We kind of answered that.
Oh,
We
the
got-
General does great. I'm going to tell you, the General does just like any XP1000. There is almost no difference. That car is impressive for what it is.
Bad Habit Off-Road Riding. How much do I got to pay to get my race rack installed on my Turbo S this weekend?
Not going to happen. So there is no amount of money that's going to get that rack installed. The reason is that we cannot take that amount of time on each car to get that stuff done, so we do not book rack installations. But you can buy a rack. That's the best we can do.
Alrighty, West Coast Cummins. Hey, he might hang out with Kyle.
Yeah.
Is Polaris still coming out with the Pro R?
Yes, they are, but from what I am hearing, it looks like it's January.
Mega Desert Diesel Shock Therapy printing out the money with all those side-by-sides.
No. All these cars are not us, Mega. You're looking at customer cars today.
How many beers would it take to install your springs at home, Justin, from DJ?
That's about 3 hours. So if you're a lightweight, that's 3 beers. If you're like me, that'll be 6.
All right, and on the trails, when we get a flat tire, what kind of jacks do you use, Justin?
A combination of 2 things. We use a little scissor jack that you can buy at any auto parts store, Napa, or that comes in the trunk of an earlier car. They're lightweight and they kind of work with everything. Now in our race cars, we use an AGM or a King jack, which is a coreless screw jack. It'll pretty much pick the whole car up or flip it over. Between those 2 jacks, that'll cover anything you want to do.
Awesome.
How about let's show Lauren's area in front. Hey Lauren, you got a second? Why don't you show everybody? I'm going to give you this mic so you can talk, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Tell everybody a little bit about your organization, which is completely OCD. Make sure you hold that up. There you go.
Oh, well, I'm doing my best with the little amount of space I have here, but
It's not like it's an inventory room with the shelves, and you got to do what you got to do.
Basically had to bring everything from the shop and put it in this little room. So everything's kind of everywhere, but I know where it's at. These are all limit straps, dividers.
You got a pile of stuff in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much it weighs up on the front of the trailer? I guarantee you we're getting an overweight ticket with a semi.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I don't even want to know. I'm about to fall through this floor probably.
When Rob dropped it off, he said, holy crap, how much did you guys put in this thing this year?
You know, it's to keep the towing nice. Like, we put it all at the front on purpose, you know. But yeah, we just got a ton of stuff up here because we do a ton of work now.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Lauren, thank you so much for banging out that room and talking to us. Appreciate it. Hey, Chase, take a look upstairs. So if you guys look at what we've got up here, this is obviously spring inventory, but these are just springs that are here extra. These are not springs that are here for customers. We have those actually set aside for every booked appointment already. The springs that are on the walls are just in case we want to modify or change things, and or we see a car that comes in and maybe they lied to us about the accessories that were on it and it was a little heavier than they said, and we've got springs we can go to. Or if we get a car, we get done pretty quick for the day, then we're going to do some cars we don't have on the schedule. We have what we need. So kind of covering it all.
Rubber side down. What can I get done to my Razor 4 1000 to make it as smooth with the springs? Just get swapped.
Well, a spring swap's going to be night and day. I mean, that would be the first thing that I would suggest. If you can afford it and do it at the same time, then do the spring kit and do the internal shock work. It'll be as best as it could possibly be. You can't make it more plush than doing both of those things together.
We got a good question here from X3 Baby Yoda. Who are your neighbors next door this year? I technically got the jetpack in my pocket. Let's go see if we can answer that question.
I don't know if you can go that far, but we'll try. If we lose you guys on the feed, we'll come back.
We do have Ernie's car out here, and we got a brand new
Smart Shocks car. We're doing some final testing on the internal work and spring kit for the dunes. This kit is actually available, so if you guys have Smart Shocks and want to improve them, trust me, they need some improving. We do have all of that already dialed in. Take a look directly next to us. We've got Evo Power Sports set up with a giant booth, trailer. They're doing installations. They're doing all their parts. I'm not sure if you can get that far.
We're good.
All right.
I got the jetpack in my pocket.
All right, cool.
I think it's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to run any credit cards right now, so I don't think we're going to be making any money.
Let's go over and talk to Evo, see if they'll talk to us. They got cars lined up out front, man. That looks like they're doing a ton of work right now, at least as much as they can possibly do.
I always see. It's always good to see our stickers everywhere.
I see the guys from Evo hiding right now. You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk to everybody? Come on, man.
Oh, man, not again.
There it is. Here, you got to put that up close to your mouth. You know, Evo's knocking it out of the park with their booth this year. And you guys are always busy, right?
That's very kind, Justin. Actually, you got us at a point. We've been swamped all morning. Right now, we got a little bit of lull.
What is that beast right behind you with a carbon fiber intake and completely billet block?
Well, that is, well, you just gave it away. It's a billet.
It's sick is what it is.
It's a billet block.
The turbo came off of Cummins.
Well, actually, this is a little bit smaller than what we run on our big car, but it's still pretty big. I mean, that's probably a 600 horsepower turbo. Yeah, the block is made for us by Mario from Motec Middle East. It's badass. You know, we're going to try to make over 800 horsepower with it, and you know, we're going to be testing that in the next couple weeks. And same thing with this badass carbon fiber plenum. That's another product that Mario makes for us. And but the engine package, you know, the head, turbo, the turbo kit, you know, that's what's in our Hustler car. So,
you know what's absolutely insane is how small this is. I bet you that I can 800 horsepower. 800 horsepower in one arm. That's just stupid, incredible.
We're not there yet, but that's our goal, is 800 on this block. So,
what else do you guys usually do? What's the normal thing that you see here with your customers that come in and looking to get stuff done or buy stuff at the dunes?
Everybody wants to get tuned and an exhaust and a blow-off valve. That seems to be and clutching too. But those are the items that we tend to sell the most of. And I bet you we've done 20 tunes already this morning. So.
Just today?
Yeah. It's
wow.
been crazy.
Wow,
So,
that's awesome.
Yep.
It's not even busy yet. Tomorrow's when it's going to start.
I know, it's not even that crowded at the dunes yet. So
I see. I was out front just earlier, and it's just a line of people coming in off the highway. So you're about to get a rush again.
But you know what? I'm super encouraged about that, because, you know, with all this crazy COVID BS, I mean, it's not BS, but you know, with all the craziness this year and all the shows getting canceled, it's awesome to see, you know, a bunch of people out here enjoying themselves at Glamis.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I mean? So what I've heard is that the washes are all full, that Gecko is going to be full, and yeah, we can't wait. We're so glad that people are still willing to come out and have fun.
I got someone you might know in here, Jacob Zaccone. Wish I could be out there with you guys.
Well, Jacob and Todd are under quarantine right now.
Is it COVID quarantine or wife quarantine?
Well, yeah, no, it's COVID quarantine. They yeah.
Trick question, both.
It's unfortunate.
Slow G37 Evo all day, baby.
Slow, okay.
He's
awesome,
giving
man.
you some
Thank
love,
sir.
man. You got a lot of love on the feed. I'm getting a lot of hearts in here.
We'll take it.
Oh, that's good. I like hearts.
Anything else that the people need to know about? What's new? What are you hiding from us?
Well, we're not hiding anything from
You're
you,
hiding
but,
something.
But all of this,
except horsepower in the race car.
Everything on this rack is our new stuff for this year, pretty much. This is our new cold air intake. That's for big horsepower cars. You know, obviously Desert Storm, Dynamite, the plenums, the race intercooler, billet catch can. For the Razor guys, I do have a couple other things to show. John, I need you to move just for 1 second because we're on camera. This is our new 3-inch shocker for the Can-Am X3. This is our new 3-inch race exhaust. Everything's 3-inch this year. That's what everybody wants, right? Did you just give it the 3 finger?
I was going to say, I
did
got
shocker.
a 3-inch shocker right there.
He gave it the shocker.
There you go. This is our Black Magnus. It was going to be a different name, but I got shot down on that.
I like the Black Magnus.
And then
Were you going for Magnum?
Yes, Black Magnus, Black Magnum.
we got this cool Kawasaki KRX 1000 exhaust. Badass. Still pretty quiet, but with a nice sound. Pro XP, Honda Talon, Pro XP shocker. Good stuff. I mean, we're super excited, and we're going to be building some really high horsepower Razors this year as well. So give some love out to the Razor community.
Good. I know that you have been getting a lot of grief for that. We need you in on the Razors all day. And YXZ, Yamaha.
Never.
Come on. Whatever you could do for Yamaha. I saw a yellow one sitting out here all morning.
If Yamaha would just build the vehicle that everybody wants, I'd be all over it. But as long as it's a normally aspirated YXZ, that's unfortunately for me, it's not going to happen.
Okay, Slow G37. How often does the shocker's actuator go out? Question mark. And then I also have a J Lynch. I need an RS1 turbo kit. Come on, man.
Well, okay. So first question on the shocker.
was over here, shocker.
With any product, we've continually made it better over the years. One of the things is we had the valve on the downside originally, and sometimes when guys were pressure washing them, they would get contaminated. You should never pressure wash this because even though it's sealed, it's like an ECU. Can't really pressure wash it. But other than that, I mean, we relocated it. It's better where it is now. We custom build this heat shield around it to keep the electronics safe. And then as far as the RS1 goes, I don't think we're ever going to build a turbo kit, but we've had a few customers do an XP turbo engine in an RS1. Side-by-side blog guys did that, and it turned out amazing.
The Desert Rat 83, does Evo have a clutch that keeps the belt's color on the Razor?
That keeps the belt's color.
Cooler, I would imagine,
Yes,
would be the
probably
spelling
mistype.
on that one.
Yes, mistype.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, it depends if it's Pro XP or an XP Turbo. We have both.
Say, here we go.
So this is Can-Am. The Razor ones are over here. So this is our new Pro XP weight set here. And then we've had the XP Turbo weight set for a while. And they both work great. STMs, we're also, probably one of STM's biggest dealers. So we've got those packages dialed in as well.
Robbie Frazier, awesome to hear about the Razors. And Nick Martinka, so jealous. I wish I could make it out there.
Well, we wish you were here because it's going to be a good time. The weather's couldn't be nicer.
Now it's time to throw you underneath the bus. Petey, 847, can I get a clutch installed? Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we don't have full clutches. We don't have STM clutches here to sell, but we can do a clutch kit. No problem. We're scheduling into tomorrow now. So if you come by and make an appointment. We'll get you in.
Hurry up and call, or you're going to lose your spot.
21 Polaris general power increase with a Evo tune on all stock forum.
Yeah, on the general, normally aspirated general, it's about a 3 to 5 horsepower increase. That's about what we can get on a normally aspirated machine with a stock exhaust.
And before we let you go, is Evo available for walk-ins or appointments only?
Depends on what it is. Tuning we can get done right away. Hard part installs, you have to make an appointment because, like I said, we're scheduling into tomorrow already.
Awesome. Thanks for doing the last second hop in. I know you're hiding for a second.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Anytime.
You guys could also come out here and get all of your Evolution Power Sports merchandise. As well as there's a bunch of under stuff going in Vendor Row too.
See you guys later.
Justin, I got a question here from Dom Galindo 1987.
What's up, Dom?
How much for the glasses off your face, Justin?
They are not for sale because they're the only set that's lived more than 5 years around me.
How's it going, guys?
That means that they're worth keeping. No, not for sale. Sorry.
Don't worry, Dom. I'll work on it.
All right. So besides Evo next to us, if you go directly across the street, we got the guys over at IV Drip, which is badass. You guys turn it up a little bit too hard one night, feeling a little bit hungover the next day. Get in there and get an IV Drip. You're back to good, which also means you can party the next night.
We also got Dave over there, right?
That's right. Dave Karbinski and Jen, which are super quality. We got a couple other vendors down the row.
PCI's out there.
That's right. PCI's out there and a whole bunch of other people, and also the food vendors on the next row. We're not going to walk that far over there. Looks like the guys are knocking out. I wonder if they're up to 11 by now. They might have put 11 in. We'll see. If you guys don't have any more questions, we're going to get back to work because we got a lot to do.
Let's go in here. I got a couple more questions, and then we're going to sign this feed off.
Okay.
Get back to sand.
Actually, you know what? Take a look at Sam doing all the paperwork. She's doing invoicing and all the parts inventory for you guys. So you come in here and buy stuff, you're going to get an invoice and emailed to you right away.
Sam, where's your baby?
At home, at work.
Sam, where's your Brandon?
He's on his way.
Wow, she's on top of things.
That's right. All right, what questions have you guys got?
Luis Rowe 24. Will a spring kit help me from nosediving? I feel like my back shocks shoot up as soon as I leave the ground.
Yes.
I need a Turbo S Velocity Walker shocks.
Yes, the spring kit is going to help you. It's not going to make it go away completely, but it's going to get rid of about 75% of that issue. If you want the rest of the other 25% to be gone completely, then you got to get inside the shock and do the shock work as well.
Oh, we got Brandon Jenkins. Looks like an awesome place. Way different than Tennessee. That is the truth. And then we also had Castilla Moke 11. Where are you guys? So
we are in Glamis Sand Dunes in California in Vendors Row.
Alrighty. Diesel Dog, come on, Justin. We know Chase doesn't work. Yes, I know.
You know what's funny is if you take a look at Chase, he's actually doing his part too. He's full tilt, COVID out, but you gotta watch out when he bends over. He doesn't have a mask on his butt, and everybody needs to be careful about that. You can catch a lot that way.
Love what you do, people, and you don't work a day of your life.
That's right.
What's your biggest shirt size that we sell, Justin? Let's ask Savino. Where's Savino at?
He's out doing some stuff. We got what's that? He's moving. Okay, so
What's the biggest shirt size?
We got triple X on the truck, and we also have a 6X or a 5.
Nope, just triple.
Triple?
Yep.
Okay. Didn't we have a big one for Denny? We had like 4 or 5 of those too.
I feel like that was a special.
Okay, cool. So triple X is the biggest one we got, guys.
Lauren, you had a comment. You know your stuff. Someone I'd like to say.
Fact. That's a fact.
What's a turnaround on shock rebuilds?
Rebuilds are about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Do y'all have any indies? What it might be? Or wait, hold on. This is a big question here.
Okay.
I have a question. I have a 20 Can-Am Turbo RR, and when I'm driving pretty hard, it makes a noise like it's hitting under the driver and passenger seat. I took it to the dealer, and they said it was a loose sway bar. Do you have any ideas, not indies, what that might be?
Yes. So I'll show you on one of these cars. Take a look at this one. So Chase, look up in that direction right there. So here's a factory sway bar on the front of that X3. This is a factory link. These links are very weak, and they like to loosen up at the bottom bolt, and they like to loosen up at the top bolt. When they do, every time you go over a bump or lean the car left or right, that gets loaded and it goes clunk. So that's what they're talking about with blue sway bar. We make a sway bar link that cures that. Not on that one.
Here's some.
Looks like, Chase, we don't have any. That's not that one actually, it's this one. So here's a sway bar link kit that replaces that factory one, and it gets rid of all the clunk. You'll have no noise issues if you upgrade to this.
Primarily those ball joints.
It's technically, yeah, it's a ball joint inside of the link.
All right.
What else you got?
What is the percentage that you will run in a 2-wheel versus 4-wheel?
I run 4-wheel drive at all times, 100% of the time, and in racing, it is faster, guaranteed.
I think we
now,
got
if playing, some guys like to drive the car sideways, drive the way you want, but the car is always faster if you're aggressive in 4-wheel drive.
Do I call for price info?
Of course, or just ask me, I'll tell you what the price is. But if you want to call a shop at 623-217-4959, they will tell you all the pricing.
Off-Road George. If I add a roll cage and tire carrier, have springs and gold, will I need different springs? X3 Max XRS.
Okay, I'm assuming you're saying that if you added a cage and a tire carrier after you've done the work with us, then yes, it's going to be a different spring kit in the back. We're going to want to change at least the upper rear spring. So contact us, we'll get you some a pair of springs that'll help you out.
Slow G was having the same issue as Castilla, so make sure you check out those links, brother.
That's right. The front clunk in an X3 is super common to be front links.
All right, Justin, I don't want you to lie to kick it, because OK Caleb wants to know, do you prefer Can-Am or Polaris?
I prefer Can-Am because one of the reasons is I feel that the suspension design works better in the biggest, roughest terrain, and that's kind of what we do with off-road racing. But I also do like right now Turbo S and an XP Pro. A Pro is better in my opinion than a Turbo S. I'm really excited to see that the Pro R come out, but as of right this second, I'm a Can-Am fan.
Alrighty, Castilla, how much are the links?
About $170, something like that.
All right, and special Trav, I have a 2019 XDS with 15-inch wheels and 32-inch tires. Bringing my car to you guys, what ride height will it be at?
With 32s, it's going to be 16.5 in the rear and 17 inches in the front.
Awesome, he's getting dual race springs and RIS.
Perfect, you're going to love it.
Well, that's about all we have for questions, but the last question that we have is probably the most important. And it's a repeating question that keeps coming up.
No, I'm not buying you a YXZ, Chase.
No, that is not the question, although I do believe a Honda Monkey is coming my way for the video I created this week because it was a pretty brilliant turnaround. With that being said, the real question is, how long till car 11 will be in for shock tuning adjustments?
All right, there's 11 right there. And I'm just gonna do the math, man. Looks like we got 7, 8, 9 in here, so that means you're 2 cars away. It's gonna be on the parking lot or in our slab in the next 30 minutes.
All right, you guys. Well, we gotta work on getting Landon's car underneath this semi-truck. If you guys want to check us out online, check out any of the products, check out www.shocktherapist.com. If you need to get a hold of us directly at the shop, hit us up at 623-217-4959, and we will be out for the rest of Halloween weekend.
Check it in, man. Have a good day.
At the end there, that's just the handle.
Got it.
Get put over there.
Yeah, it's on.